Are domestic terrorists targeting Snohomish County businesses and job sites?
Federal investigators are looking for a tie between a radical environmental group and 3 separate acts of vandalism.
It started even before the ashes had settled into the alleys of lower Manhattan. A confederacy of business and political interests aligned to exploit our new national fear and the word we used to summon it, terrorism. The target wasn't Al-Qaeda or the Taliban. It was the earth and animal rights movements.
A group of individuals who have committed numerous violent acts in the name of animal rights and environmental causes. But terrorism is terrorism, no matter what the motive.
An act of domestic environmental terrorism.
I'm here because of my freelance reporting. I've written for the Chicago Tribune, Dallas Morning News, Legal Affairs, and other publications. I've documented an increasingly disturbing trend of terrorist rhetoric, sweeping legislation, grand jury witch hunts, blacklists, and FBI harassment reminiscent of tactics used against Americans during the Red Scare. I don't generally call myself an activist just because I've spent a lot of time as an activist, and I associate that so much more with protests and civil disobedience and chanting and organizing. Certainly what I'm doing has an advocacy component, and that's something I've struggled with quite a bit in my work. At what point are you on the side of being strictly a journalist, and what point are you allowed to take a more advocacy role? And I guess I'm both. I decided one afternoon to go out leafleting. I was arrested and I had an FBI visit after that. When they come to visit me, my girlfriend Camber is asleep on the futon, exhausted from a night shift. Someone knocks 3 times. These guys are just naturally FBI agents. I don't even need to see the badges. I can either come downstairs, he says, or they can make a visit to my place of work, the Chicago Tribune. If you look at the rhetoric of these groups that are the most vocal proponents of labeling activists as terrorists, they're concerned about their money, but they're also concerned about a lot more than that. I mean, the animal rights and environmental movements, really more than any other social justice movement, at their core question what it means to be a human being. It necessitates that you reevaluate our economic system, how we produce our food, our clothing, industry, transportation. And there are a lot of vested political interests in all of those things. In college, I learned about government programs like COINTELPRO and what tactics the FBI had used to harass and intimidate political activists. False names, phone taps, bugs, infiltration. He gives me a scrap of paper. If we don't hear from you, I'll put you on the domestic terrorist list. After I arrive at the Tribune Tower and settle at my desk with a story assignment, I come undone. My left hand shakes. I scan the newsroom. Do they already know? I didn't know it then, but this experience would mark the beginning of both a personal and a political journey. After that initial fear subsides, I'll become obsessed with finding out why I would be targeted as a terrorist for nothing more than leafleting.